There we are. All right. So I thought we would do a little bit of analytical meditation this morning. So we're going to do some Lam Rim from Namsa Rinpoche's Lam Rim year. So this we've done a little bit. We did one on Guru Devotion a little while ago. So we're going to do one here from the section on Precious Human Rebirth. So before we do that, we'll do our 9-round breathing. So we'll just do it like we've normally done it, just the full 3, 3, and 3 times. Sorry, 3 sets of 3. It does sound awfully confusing. Okay. So I just wanted to check that everyone here is familiar with it. There's no one here that hasn't done it with me before. Is that a thumbs up or a, you're good? Okay. All right then. So let's just before we start, let's just settle into our meditation posture. And if you are sitting on a chair with your legs down on the ground, make sure that they're not crossed, that they're in a parallel position. Other than that, if you're sitting on a couch or on a chair or on the floor in a regular meditation position, make sure your legs are comfortable so you can have little cushions underneath your knees. If you don't have much flexibility or you have knee issues, cushion under your coccyx. And imagine your pelvic bowl has some liquid there, so it's that you don't want to spill it by tipping too far forward or too far back or side to side. Hands are in the meditation mudra, so the right hand is nestled in the left with the thumbs touching. And just imagine your spine is made of a string of pearls of light. It stretches from the coccyx all the way up through the crown of the head. And you can imagine someone's either behind you or above you, just very gently lengthening your spine. So when we wake up in the morning, our spine is a little bit longer than when we go to bed at night. And the discs are hydrated, they've expanded. And we tend to pound them down during the day as we're walking around. So just try and expand. Give them a little bit of extra help. Keep your spine healthy. So the shoulders are over the hips and the ears over the shoulders as much as you can. The head is slightly tipped forward. The eyes are down, looking along the length of the nose. Tip of the tongue on the roof of the mouth. Relax the jaw. Lips can be slightly apart. And let's just go to the crown of the head and relax the scalp, the forehead, the eyes, the nose, the cheeks, and the mouth. Go to the back of the head and relax the scalp back there. And notice when you do that, automatically your face relaxes yet again. So now going to the inside of the ear and imagine what it would be like to relax the ear inside your temples. Relax the back of the neck, shoulders, your back. And send some kindness to any part of your back that is painful. I have a monk friend in Singapore, and he said to me, sometimes old injuries feel lonely. So I had to think about that for a little bit. And relax the throat, the chest, and the belly. Arms, the hands, the fingers, legs, feet, and the toes. Just bring the mind to the breath, just breathing in and breathing out. Just notice the sensation of the cool air as you're breathing in through your nostrils and slightly warmer air as you're breathing out. Bring the mind to the breath. As we We'll just do just a very quick motivation. So we're just sitting here this morning, concentrating, stabilizing the mind, just doing a little bit of analysis on the lamb rim, so we can just remember, just bring ourselves back to home base before we start moving on with our day, so we can be a benefit to others, for our own benefit and our own future enlightenment. So just bring the mind to the breath. If there's any sounds in your environment, outside, inside, just allow those sounds to be there. Try not to run towards the sound to find out what's going on, or push it away. Try to make it stop with your mind. Just allow the sound. And there may be thoughts arising. Allow them to arise, abide, and to fall away. Just notice them. They're making their journey through your mind. And try not to judge your thoughts, have an opinion about them. Particularly if there's any self-critical thoughts. Try not to follow them. Now, when your mind is stable, just start our 9-round breathing. Just to remind everybody, breathing in through the right nostril, blissful, radiant, white light. Breathing in a nice, slow, steady, full breath to the top of the lungs. You can pause it there, and as you're breathing out through the left nostril, you're breathing out all the delusion of attachment and grasping and neediness as thick black yucky smoke. You do that 3 times. Breathing in through the left nostril, blissful radiant white light, pause at the top. Breathing out through your right, all your anger energy, delusion of anger and hatred, jealousy, depression, wishing to harm, the grudges and bitterness. That energy just leaves you, disappears into space. Do that 3 times. And then as we're breathing in through both nostrils, blissful radiant white light, nice full steady breath, pause at the top of the breath, and breathe out all your ignorance energy. And this is ignorance of the way things actually exist. So we're referring to this idea of this emptiness that is talked about so often in the teachings in this tradition. It's just not understanding reality as it really is. So we do that 3 times. So we do that complete set 3 times in your own time. So just as we're waiting for everyone to finish up, just bring the mind back to the breath and just notice how you're feeling. Just feel. Perhaps you notice you feel a little more, maybe your mind feels a little bit more stable. So today is this chapter is from day 79, the Lamrim year. And by the way, you can actually download this. I think it's either free or 99 cents or something. So the more we understand what an incredible opportunity this is, the less we will carelessly waste even a moment of it. This is from Lama Zopa Rinpoche. If extracting the essence from our perfect human rebirth means practicing Dharma, then striving to attain bodhicitta and enlightenment is the heart of the essence. This is something we should do all day and night. There is not 1 second to waste. And with bodhicitta, every second becomes infinitely valuable. When we light a stick of incense with bodhicitta, we are fulfilling our incredible potential, because at that moment we are doing what we need to do to attain enlightenment. As that incense burns, we are fulfilling our potential. And as it finishes, we are fulfilling our potential. Every action we do with bodhicitta motivation helps us fulfill our ultimate potential of enlightenment. If it were form, the merit we create by the charity of giving with bodhicitta a crumb of food to an ant would encompass the whole of space. We can do this because we have this perfect human rebirth. Imagine if, when we were a child, our father had given us a bag of diamonds to save us from any difficulties in our life. But being a child and not understanding what it was, we threw it into a river. Now, as an adult, we realize what we did, how terrible we would feel. That's how we should feel whenever we realize that we have wasted a moment of this precious human rebirth. If we could really understand how precious our life is, we would never think about wasting even a second. The thought of using it for even a moment's non-virtue would feel a greater loss than having thrown that bag of diamonds into the river. So just to summarize those 3 paragraphs, the perfect human rebirth enables us to make every second of our life beneficial. Every action we do with bodhicitta motivation, helps us to fulfill our potential. Wasting a single moment is like throwing a bag of diamonds into the river. So just bring the mind back to the breath. And anything from this morning's meditation that's touched your heart, just maybe think about it throughout the day. Bring your mind back to it and carry it with you. As we dedicate. So just all the positive energy and the merit that you've created this morning, just dedicate to anybody you know who may be suffering. And we have so many examples right now. Every time we open our computer and look at the news, any family or friends or pets, animals, just dedicate the merit to them and also to yourself for your own enlightenment. Okay, everyone. Thank you so very much. Lots of love. So nice to see you all. And do take care. And I look forward to seeing some of you tonight.